love this. It is a audiobook of Wallace Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. And at the end, what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of feedback and my perspective and a little bit of advice on how to apply it. Okay, so this is chapter 1, and the next video will be chapter 2, and so on. So enjoy.
Chapter 1 of The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Dana Meilinger. Chapter 1. The Right to be Rich. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No man can rise to his greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless he has plenty of money. For to unfold the soul and to develop talent, he must have many things to use, and he cannot have these things unless he has money to buy them with. A man develops in mind, soul, and body by making use of things, and society is so organized that man must have money in order to become the possessor of things. Therefore, the basis of all advancement for man must be the science of getting rich. The object of all life is development, and everything that lives has an inalienable right to all the development it is capable of attaining. Man's right to life means his right to have the free and unrestricted use of all the things which may be necessary to his fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfoldment, or, in other words, his right to be rich. In this book, I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. No man ought to be satisfied with a little if he is capable of using and enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and unfoldment of life, and every man should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. To be content with less is sinful. The man who owns all he wants for the living of all the life he is capable of living is rich, and no man who has not plenty of money can have all he wants. Life has advanced so far, and become so complex, that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Every person naturally wants to become all that they are capable of becoming. This desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. We cannot help wanting to be all that we can be. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to be only by making use of things, and you can have the free use of things only as you become rich enough to buy them. To understand the science of getting rich is therefore the most essential of all knowledge. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life, and that desire is praiseworthy. The man who does not desire to live more abundantly is abnormal, and so the man who does not desire to have money enough to buy all he wants is abnormal. There are three motives for which we live. We live for the body, we live for the mind, we live for the soul. No one of these is better or holier than the other. All are alike desirable, and no one of the three, body, mind, or soul, can live fully if either of the others is cut short of full life and expression. It is not right or noble to live only for the soul and deny mind or body, and it is wrong to live for the intellect and deny body or soul. We are all acquainted with the loathsome consequences of living for the body and denying both mind and soul, and we can see that real life means the complete expression of all that man can give forth through body, mind, and soul. Whatever he can say, no man can be really happy or satisfied unless his body is living fully in every function, and unless the same is true for his mind and his soul. Wherever there is unexpressed possibility, or function not performed, there is unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression, or function seeking performance. Man cannot live fully in body without good food, comfortable clothing, and warm shelter, and without freedom from excessive toil. Rest and recreation are also necessary for his physical life. He cannot live fully in mind without books and time to study them, without opportunity to travel and observation, or without intellectual companionship. To live fully in mind, he must have intellectual recreations, and must surround himself with all the objects of art and beauty he is capable of using and appreciating. To live fully in soul, man must have love, and love is denied expression by poverty. A man's highest happiness is found in the bestowal of benefits on those he loves. Love finds its most natural and spontaneous expression in giving. The man who has nothing to give cannot fill his place as a husband or father, as a citizen, or as a man. It is in the use of material things that a man finds full life for his body, develops his mind, and unfolds his soul. It is therefore of supreme importance to him that he should be rich. It is perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. If you are a normal man or woman, you cannot help doing so. It is perfectly right that you should give your best attention to the science of getting rich, for it is the noblest and most necessary of all studies. If you neglect this study, you are derelict in your duty to yourself, to God and humanity, for you can render to God and humanity no greater service than to make the most of yourself. End of chapter 1.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. That was chapter 1 again of Wallace Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. Now, this is the book that inspired Rhonda Burns to write The Secret. She was having a really, really hard time. Her father had passed away. She was having a lot of trouble in her business in Australia where she lived. And her daughter hands her this book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, and said, "Mom, you need to read this. You need to check out this, the law of attraction, and you see how it can work for you." And I believe she already knew of the law of attraction, but she wasn't applying it. She wasn't living by it. So keep in mind, in this chapter 1, it starts off with the idea that you have the right to be rich. We all do. Now, we are constantly conditioned from a young age that being rich is not holy. Being rich is not something that good people are. Being rich means that you are bad or evil or greedy or selfish. That could not be further from the truth, as the idea that the riches being available to you would allow you to do all kinds of really great things for the world. The distribution of wealth is highly, highly unequitable right now. Okay, there's a few really rich people, and I don't even need to name them. That's for another video. There's other people listing, oh, this person's the richest and that person's the second richest. You know, I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested is knowing that there are ways that we can attract more wealth to people of high vibration who are light workers, who are on the earth, in order to make it a better place, in order to show other people how to also make the world a better place, or help make it a better place. Okay, because we can't do this overnight. We can't raise the vibration overnight. We cannot fix everything alone. We need to do this as a group, as a collective, and we can. Keep in mind, it's also discussed in a more roundabout way that success is becoming what you want to be. So it's not, you can't define it. You can't look in the dictionary and find one cookie cutter definition of success. It's being able to accomplish the thing you want. Now keep in mind, you don't get what you want, you get what you are. So you need to vibrate at a certain vibration of what you want to be, and then you'll be it. Okay, so be, do, have. Nature, the universe, God, wants you to advance, wants you to grow. It wants you to have the things that you want, okay? It wants you to be who you want to be in order to get the things you want. It wants you to grow and evolve, okay? That is the MO. To do this, sometimes we do need money. Sometimes we do need things, and to get things, we need money, okay? So just know that there's enough out there. There's enough things, there's enough energy, there's enough stuff, there's enough opportunity, there's enough water, there's enough everything for all of us. We just need to believe it, and we need to know that it's our right to have our share. Now, just to reiterate, we go back to the idea that society or parents or the Bible or religion or whoever preaches to you that to be rich means that you are evil or greedy. Now, keep in mind, that is absolutely not true. And even if you tell yourself, I don't believe this, I'm going to be rich, or if you tell yourself, I don't need those riches, subconsciously you might want those riches. You might know that there's more opportunity to those who have a little bit of capital. So you sit there saying, I don't need that money, but then you want that money. You want it because you know that it's your right to have it. And then guess what? You inevitably develop a feeling of guilt. Guilt, if you look at the Hawkins scale of vibrational scale, which shows you the vibration of every emotion, it's very, very low. It's a very low vibration. So to want something and to attach guilt to it is absolutely not helping you at all. Keep on reminding yourself using these positive affirmations. Yes, I can have this. Yes, it makes me a good person. I can help the world in such a profound way when I have all the resources that are available to me. And I deserve it. I have the right to be rich, and I can make the best impact on the world when I am rich. My name is Lori. This is The Lori Show. And I'm looking to maybe possibly change the name of my channel to make it more recognizable, to show that I want to share positivity, high vibe. I want to spread love. I want to show everyone that the law of attraction can work for you, can work for them. I want to help people with their spiritual awakenings. I want to help people expand their consciousness as well. And I want to be there for everyone in that way. So maybe you guys have some ideas of names that I could use. I don't want to change it too drastically, and I don't want to make it too silly, but I also don't want it to be too serious. You know what I'm saying? Two ends of one spectrum, right? I love you all so much. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you liked this chapter, and I'm going to post the next one very soon. Mwah, I love you.